So, welcome everyone. Welcome to our meditation. I'm excited that we're all here gathering together to meditate. So, just take a moment to find a comfortable space for you. Find a seated position today. So, you might have your back against a wall. You might sit on your couch with a pillow behind your back. You might want to sit on a cushion and sort of sit forward and sit up and feel a sense of length through your spine. So we'll begin in just a moment. And I just want to set some context for what is this practice of meditation. Um, so, meditation is the practice of becoming aware of what's happening internally. So, we've got our thoughts going. The mind thinks constantly. It's not good or bad, but the mind thinks. Emotions are energy in motion. Emotion is energy in motion. So we become aware of what's happening emotionally. We become aware of what's happening physically in the body, the sensations that we feel that we may not be aware of. And we're awakening consciousness. We're turning up the volume on presence and attention and awareness. And the idea is that as you become attentive to what's happening in your own inner world, you actually are becoming awake to what's already happening beneath the surface 24/7 in the waking state, in the sleeping state, in the morning, in the night, in the afternoon, when we're triggered, when we're excited. All of this information lives in the body. In yoga, often you'll hear the saying, the issues are in the tissues. So on a cellular level, there is a great intelligence that lives within the body. And most of us on planet Earth, I'm going to venture to say this right now, most of us are afraid of the information that the body contains, the wisdom, because if we really listened to the wisdom within the body, we would be inspired and required to make shifts and changes. And part of the human experience is we are afraid of shifts and changes. We cling to what is certain. We cling to what we think is certain. We cling to what we think is normal, and we cling to what we think is safe. And there's good reason for that. And I think we want to honor and respect and love that part of ourselves that wants to feel that sense of safety and security. That's okay to want to feel that way. And at the same time, we want to lean into empowerment. We want to lean into being conscious participants of our life, of our lives. And if we are asleep at the wheel, we cannot be conscious participants. We cannot make choices that are going to serve our highest good and the highest good of all if we are on autopilot all the time. And so I want to thank all of you for joining me here, for having the courage and bravery. It really is a courageous, I think the most courageous journey is the journey within, being with all of the colors of your humanity, all of the aspects of you. Because the idea is, and the experience that I've had is, the more that you can be with the totality of your life, the totality of your humanness, the more that you can love yourself wholeheartedly. Imagine what's possible when there's no aspect of you that you are willing to let go unloved. There is no part of you that you are willing to let go unloved. And what that means is when we have the courage to love ourselves completely and wholly and fully, what that means is that we can actually show up in the world and be stewards of showing other people how to love themselves in areas where they are not yet loving themselves. So this is a profound transformative practice, and it can seem so simple sometimes. We're just sitting and we're breathing. There's not much happening. Um, but it's incredibly courageous to be in this moment as it is, to be this human being as you are right now, where you are, and to just accept and love and be attentive to your own inner animal, your own inner human, your own inner um, um, angel, your own inner self. So let's begin our practice today. Let's find a comfortable seat. And let's begin by bringing the pointer finger and the middle finger on either side of the body onto the floor. So you're kind of making a triangle between your fingers and your skull. So again, pointer finger and middle finger are touching, and the tips of the fingers are touching the floor on either side of the hip. So maybe like 6 inches out from the right hip, 6 inches out from the left hip. And then let's all together take a deep inhale and breathe deeply into the belly. And exhale, release an audible sigh. Let the jaw relax. Inhale, breathe into the belly. Feel a sense of length through the spine. And exhale, audible sigh. And once more like this, inhale. And exhale, relaxing the jaw, audible sigh. Letting the breath just kind of be natural now. Feeling where the pointer fingers and the middle fingers are touching the ground, and feel this triangular shape between the fingers and the top of the skull. And we're going to repeat today a grounding mantra, LAM, LAM. This is a root chakra, earth energy mantra to ground us and anchor us in this moment of now. So repeating to yourself, LAM, 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 LAM. Allowing the breath to be easy and natural, and just repeating this mantra of LAM, feeling a sense of connection to the ground, the pelvis connected to the ground, the fingers connected to the ground, the spine lengthening up away from the ground. LAM, 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 LAM. And releasing now the fingers, just letting the fingers now and the hands and the palms come to face up on the thighs or the knees. Sensing that you are grounded and open, ready, and available to receive your own wisdom, inspiration, focus, connection, presence, attention, and loving care. Noticing the pelvis, the tailbone, and the sits bones resting on the ground beneath you. Feel that connection between your seat and the ground, and between your ground and the seat. And we're going to imagine now that the breath and the capacity of the lungs could actually move through 3 chambers. And so inhaling into the chamber of the belly, the navel, and then inhale a little bit more into the chamber of the ribs. Feel the ribs widen. And then inhaling just a little bit more into the chamber of the chest and the shoulders. And then exhaling through the chest, and then the ribs, and then the belly. And so you're filling the breath up, not to its complete, fullest, maximum capacity, but about 80 or 85% full. Feeling the breath moving into the chamber of the navel, the belly. and then the chamber of the ribs, and then the chamber of the chest, filling to about 80–85%, leaving some space at the top. And then exhaling through the chest, softening through the ribs, and relaxing through the belly. Feel the breath moving through these three chambers, taking your time, noticing as each chamber fills up, leaving some space at the top, and exhaling and softening through each chamber. And do this three more times on your own, feeling the capacity of the body to receive the breath in these three chambers. And releasing this breath now, bringing the awareness right to the navel center. Noticing the breath just naturally breathing now, so you don't need to shape the breath now. The body can just breathe with natural, effortless ease. Tuning your awareness towards this natural rhythm, the very easy, natural, automatic inhale and exhale. Beginning to observe the physical body with awareness, non judgmental presence, just noticing if there's any area of the body that feels tense, like it might be holding any tension. And notice if you can allow the breath to naturally move towards that space within the body, almost as if the breath is a medicine, a healing energy that is allowing the body to soften. And noticing now if there's any emotion that is beneath the surface of your awareness, just getting curious with a sense of courageous bravery and acknowledgement of any emotions that might be hidden. or desiring to be acknowledged, witnessed, or seen. And with a sense of non judgmental awareness, noticing any emotions that may be present. And now moving the attention, the presence, the awareness to the thoughts. And for the next few moments, we're going to just sit and observe the thoughts. And anytime that you feel pulled out of the moment, away from the breath, away from the sensations of the body, repeat to yourself the mantra now, now, as a gentle invitation to be here with the breath, to be here with the body, to be here with the emotions. Noticing if the mind is pulled towards the future or the past or to fantasy. And notice the capacity of your awareness to be invited back to now. Now as a gateway into the moment, as an invitation to be here. And then beginning to notice the breath again. Begin to feel the energy in the feet, the energy in the palms and the fingers. Feeling a sense of your vitality, your presence, your aliveness. Just noticing how powerful your attention truly is. How, as you bring your attention to these various aspects of you, these aspects become more present, more alive, more empowered, and more free to release. And begin to wiggle the fingers and toes. And we'll take an inhale and take a nice stretch upward, big stretch. And then we're going to take our fingers now, the pointer, middle, ring, and pinky fingers, and we're just going to begin to tap on the forehead. And just choose a word that you would like to invite into your experience today, that you would like to embody, that you would like to create. Maybe it's love, focus, truth, peace, ease, generosity, curiosity. Just choose your word. And as you tap above the eyebrows, Just repeat that word as a gentle invitation to welcome this word into your body and mind, heart and soul. And then bring the fingers just below the eyes onto the cheekbones, repeating this word to yourself. And then on the chin, on the chest, repeating this word. Behind the ears, and behind the skull, right on the occipital bone, that bony bone behind the skull. And one more time through above the eyebrows, invitation to invite a smile as you do this. That feels right to you. On the cheekbones, on the chin, on the chest, behind the ears, behind the skull. And then placing one hand on the heart, one hand on top of that hand. Take 3 deep breaths into the heart space, into the hand. Feeling a sense that the energy of this word is the essence of who you are. This is you. And every time you come back to now, you move through a gateway, a portal, which brings you directly back into your power, into sanity, into wisdom, into grace, into spaciousness, into ease, into truth, and into love. May the wisdom and peace that we've cultivated in this practice be offered externally as a vibration and intention for wisdom and peace, not only within ourselves, but also within our relationships, our communities, and in our world. May every thought that we think, every word that we speak, every emotion that we feel, every action that we take, every value that we stand for, bring to life this wisdom, this stillness, and this peace. Deep inhale into the whole body. And deep, complete exhale, letting it all go. And bowing the chin to the chest, linking the head towards the heart. And slowly begin to let your eyes flutter open. Take in the light, notice what you see. And welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. Have a beautiful day.